My name is Tim Stevens. I'm a filmmaker out of Dallas, writer, director, producer.
I'm John Francis McCullough, also a filmmaker out of Dallas, writer, director, actor, and we co-founded Title Pending Productions together.
Which is a indie film studio based out of Dallas. Love is a Grave was the first film that we produced as Title Pending Productions, and it's set in the late 1800s. It's a bit of an avant-garde ghost story that follows Eric as he visits the grave of his lover, and he just can't take it anymore. So he has quite a lot of absinthe and finds himself transported beyond the grave.
Yeah.
And it's pretty short. It's about 10 minutes. So if I mentioned much more than that, I would basically tell you the whole story. But that's kind of the setup in the film.
But it's interesting how it kind of came together because you called me up, last year. It's like, hey, you interested in making films? It's like, yeah, let's talk. And you already kind of had the idea for the script done, and so it kind of became like, well, we already got this thing in motion, so let's just make that our first project. And you're like, well, John, you're an actor, so I figured play Eric. Like, why not? I was like, sure. Like, I'd love to. So
yeah, that's pretty much how it all fell together. So we're both John and I kind of discovered a mutual love of like Lovecraftian horror, Edgar Allan Poe, and that sort of thing, and that's really kind of what launched our first project, which is very much like a Gothic Victorian horror story.
yeah.
Well, the story actually started out kind of as a short story, and then I made a photo project. So basically, the entire story told through 20 photographs, still images.
A lot of which we used for the actual storyboard.
We did, actually, yeah. A lot of the stuff in the original photo story transmitted, directly to shots in the film. And so I made that, and I set on it for like a year, but I kept coming back to the story as something I was like, I really like this. I think it can be expanded and become something bigger. And so I wrote a 5-page script and got with John, and we're like, sure, let's make it.
Yeah, we each pulled together people that we knew that we knew could pull this whole project together, and that was like the beginning of Title Pending, and just due to the pacing of the actual storyboarding and the action, 5-page script turned into a 10-minute film. So, but it still flows really well. So.
I think it is likely going to stay a 10-minute film. It's a pretty simple story, although I like the vibe in it and kind of the ambiance. So I certainly wouldn't be opposed at some point to coming back to it and making it something different, larger. At this point, we're sort of focusing on like episodic content, so short mini episodes or just short films. Although our eventual goal is to make features, which
that's
will happen sooner rather than later, I think.
That's the plan.
Take it away.
Oh, we have titlependingproductions.com, and actually launched in the past few weeks. You can find the bios about Tim and myself, and also pages about each of our film projects and upcoming film projects as well.
We have 3 film projects posted on the website.
Loves a Grave, obviously.
And then we're also on Facebook, Title Pending Productions, Twitter @TPProd, so Title Pending Productions. You could probably search hashtags with that, and it would probably bring it up too.
Yeah, also Instagram.
And Instagram, Title Pending Productions, and
we're very social.
YouTube. We're also we have behind the scenes content. We actually, for Love's a Grave, you can get our YouTube and find behind the scenes interviews with John and myself.
Yeah.